All right, welcome back to Shoney Talks Lifestyle. So excited that you can be back here with me on another Tuesday. So, before we jump into this amazing topic on how to prioritize, just want to give some shout outs to everyone who tunes in every Tuesday. Appreciate you and thank you so much for the love. And don't forget to share this live and the other lives with those who is in your life. And don't forget to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Shoney Talks Lifestyle, and you can also check us out on Instagram and follow me if you haven't, because there's other content that's different from here as well on Instagram. So, for those who are joining us on the replay, welcome. And if you're already on here, go ahead and list your name below, and I'll give you a quick shout out. So, let's get straight into this topic. Let's talk about how to prioritize. This is one of the bigger topics of the day because everybody wants to be successful and they want to learn all these things that they can. They're taking all kinds of workshops and master classes, on how to be successful. And so I want to give you a really quick spill on something that has definitely helped me in being successful, and is prioritization. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds good to me. Okay. So I'm going to give 5 tips on today, 5 tips on how to prioritize. The first tip on how to prioritize is you have to put it in front of you. A lot of times we have an idea of what we want to do and we keep it up here in our heads, but that's not good enough. We have to actually put it in front of us. And how do we do that? Write it down. Maybe you're visualize it on some paper down, however you have to do it. But you have to do it, and you have to do it right now. Write it down and make a list. And when you begin to make this list, you will begin to have on this list things that you can do, that you want to do, and things that you should do. Okay. And you're not doing things judgy. You're just doing it quick, and it should take you no less than 5 minutes to do something like that. So write it down. That's number 1. 2, the second way to prioritize is most people, they write stuff down and they have this huge list and then they try to conquer it all, but they get nothing done. And so I want to help save your time. So you want to pick 2 goals for the week. Usually I'll tell people to pick 3 goals, but what I've learned about people, especially as moms, sometimes dads, is that one of the goals has nothing to do with us. Like actually taking some time for us, whether that's being lazy in that time, doing nothing, doing whatever you want. Maybe you want a manicure, pedicure, I don't know, whatever. So what I've been telling people is just pick 2 goals, because what you're going to do for the 3rd goal is you're going to plan for you specifically, whatever it is that you want. And the 2 goals that you're picking is something that you're going to do throughout the week. And the power of doing those 2 goals throughout the week is it's going to build up because you're doing something towards it every day. And what ends up happening towards the end of the week, you have accomplished so much. And so that's the strategy for that. All right. So number 3 is, once you picked your 2 goals, then you're going to start writing items down about those goals. And your goals can be as broad as they want, but you're going to write items down of things that you want to do each day for your 2 main goals. Okay, you can even write down some items you want to do for that thing for yourself. Maybe it's different things for yourself throughout that week, whatever. And you're going to do that. And the goal is that whatever step that you take towards your goal is not as important as taking a step. Most people, they're worried about the step that they take. But what I want to encourage you is, actually just start. Just take a step. How about that? Take an extra step. All right, number 4, this is very important. After you've done steps 1 through 3, then you want to take action. That's key, because what's the point of doing all of that if you're not going to do anything? And what you want to do is you begin to accomplish one thing at a time. I'm a big multitasker, but sometimes multitasking can really get you in trouble, because you can end up working on so many things and not accomplish one thing. And you end up maybe accomplishing the other things down the line, but it can kind of not work well for you. So that's that maybe a rare percentage of people can do. They can multitask and get things done, but not everybody. So I'm just going to say, stick yourself in the majority, play it safe there, and just go ahead and do one thing at a time. And what does that mean? If you're going to do one thing at a time, that means sometimes you have to say no. I know we don't like to hear that word, but we do. Sometimes we have to say no. If it doesn't fall in your priority list, you do have to say no. The other thing is you need to be flexible, because the fact is, even though you plan things, you're human. Maybe you have a family or whatever. Maybe someone passed away. I don't know. Anything could happen. So you need to be able to be flexible. But this is the thing. If you're planning and you're prioritizing, you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's not going to be hard for you to be flexible if something happens in your life that you didn't plan for. It's not going to be hard at all, because it's worse for the person who doesn't plan. The person who doesn't plan, their whole day gets shifted, their whole everything gets shifted. And the person who plans, they just move things over a little bit, but they still kind of know how things are going to go for their day. All right. And then the last tip that you want to do and how to prioritize is stay on track, which is key. You got to stay on track with what you're doing. If you're writing down something you prioritize and you're setting goals and things of that nature, then you actually want to stay on track and don't just shuck it off to like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow, I'll get to it the next day. Because what will happen is it'll start to build up. And then what happens? Anxiety. Some people, depression, all kinds of things start creeping in, all because they procrastinated. And so that is my 5 tips for you today on how to prioritize. Definitely feel free to share this with somebody. There's somebody out there, I'm sure, that's struggling on how to get things on task. I don't care if it's going back to school, that's one of your goals, or you're starting classes, maybe where you're furthering your education, or even if you're in social media influencer like myself, or whatever that you're doing, you have to prioritize. Because when you prioritize, it actually does not rob the people in your life that you love. When you don't prioritize, then you end up robbing yourself. You also rob the people that you love, and you rob the people that are waiting for you to show up. Think about it. I'll use this as an example. Shoney Talks Lifestyle. You guys know every Tuesday I come on here at 5 p.m. What if I decide that Tuesday I don't want to show up? But guess who? Not only myself would I let down, but also I will let down someone who is expecting me to show up. Maybe they needed something that I had to say that day. Maybe they needed this particular live or whatever live that I'm doing. The thing is, we can't be so quick to shuck it off all the time. But we prioritize it, which means it's important to you. And if you say it's important to you, if it falls on that list, then keep the word to yourself. And that's my spill for today. But before I go, really quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and check out this link below, my link tree / ShoneyOfficial. And on there is my Amazon store. So go ahead and check out some cool things that I have in my Amazon store, because I absolutely love Amazon. And I don't know how many Amazon Prime people is out there. If you're not an Amazon Prime person, you can feel free to sign up for Amazon Prime under my store as well, because I am an Amazon influencer as well. So go ahead and do that. This is my store, Amazon.com /shop / Shoney Talks Lifestyle. So go ahead and feel free to check that out. And thank you so much for joining me on today for this amazing talk on how to prioritize. And I hope that you have a blessed and awesome week. And I'm looking forward to hopefully even meeting some of you that tune in this week. So go ahead and feel free to reach out to me in my inbox and say hi. I would love to see who I call y'all some of the people in the balcony, or even some people I don't see that post on here from time to time. And thank you so much for watching on today. And you know what? I will see you back here the next time on a Tuesday at 5 p.m. Thank you so much. Thanks again. Bye.